Jimmy Shane is not the type of person to conform and to, fold at the hands of Matthew Taylor. The only way Matthew Taylor can get what he wants is by force.
Let's make it very clear, the stipulation's on the line. If Jimmy Shane defeats Matthew Taylor any way, anyhow, does not matter the method, then Matthew Taylor is gone, excommunicated from VCW. But if Matthew Taylor does defeat Jimmy Shane, his contract with VCW goes to the Church of the Guiding Light, and Jimmy Shane must be subservient to Matthew Taylor.
And it looks like any hope Matthew Taylor had that Jimmy Shane was going to lay down is out the window. I don't expect anything less from Jimmy Shane.
Matthew Taylor wants to control Jimmy Shane, wants to make an example out of him, own him, and break his spirit.
Look at him.
I don't want to.
Offering himself to Jimmy Shane in this way. Open-armed.
A New Age Messiah preaching a message of violent atonement.
Oh, my. And just spitting whatever was in that bottle into the eyes of Jimmy Shane. And we're underway with this career versus contract match.
I guarantee you that was not holy water.
Ooh,
no shame, Jimmy Shane. The hits that just don't miss. Usually all here for having fun and getting it done. There's no fun tonight.
Jimmy Shane now sending Matthew Taylor reeling out onto the floor. You can see that a fire has been lit under Jimmy Shane. This is the most intense I've seen him so far here on VCW.
Jimmy Shane had one thing he wanted to know. He said, "Tell me why Matthew Taylor has targeted me."
Jimmy Shane, Matthew Taylor, we mentioned it in previous months, the fact that the people he seems to target, the people who would be likely to become part of the Church of the Guiding Light, are people with very low self-esteem, people who don't have that self-confidence. And Jimmy Shane is not one of those people. Maybe in the sense that why he's pursued Jimmy Shane is the fact that many would view Jimmy Shane to be very unreachable.
Matthew Taylor wants to force Jimmy Shane to take the vow. Wants him branded as part of the Church of the Guiding Light, considers Jimmy Shane to have committed an ethical breach by not becoming a part of the church, and now punishing Jimmy Shane into a loving submission, as Matthew Taylor would say.
Absolutely. The way he views love is so demented. But Matthew Taylor, now what has he got? He's got a bucket of tools here that we have under the ring for construction of our ring, but what does Matthew Taylor have rolling around in that sick, twisted mind of his?
Matthew Taylor has Jimmy Shane prone, completely at his mercy, and there is no sense of mercy in Matthew Taylor.
That smile is just absolutely demented.
A sick smile of satisfaction being given to our official. Still proselytizing to Jimmy Shane, even as he hurts him.
And I'm going to roll Jimmy back into the ring.
Jimmy Shane so deceptively agile and athletic if Shane is able to get on a roll.
And I think he's got a pair of pliers he's taking to our turnbuckle.
Matthew Taylor taking apart the ring, and Jimmy Shane rolling up Taylor.
Oh, shot right to the gut of Jimmy Shane. Matthew Taylor in full control here, and now, gonna send him right into the ring post.
Forcing Jimmy Shane to go wherever Taylor directs him.
And now back to his handiwork here, whatever he has in mind with this ring, this turnbuckle. Jimmy, should I say Matthew Taylor, his mind is just absolutely, He plans out everything. He is so laser focused on anything he does to try to, either get a victory in a matchup or to manipulate another person.
Tactical, manipulative, the exact opposite of Jimmy Shane. Jimmy Shane stands for radical positivity and aggressive acceptance. Has said that he is the bully beast. And in so many ways, there is no bigger bully than someone who tries to use religion against others. And we are seeing the Bronco Buster by Jimmy Shane onto Matthew Taylor.
Matthew Taylor now reeling. Oh, but drop toe hold right into the middle rope.
Matthew Taylor coming round the bend.
And a kick right to the top of the head.
Matthew Taylor always seeking converts. Ever since he moved into town, I've heard more and more people preach the gospel of the guiding light. As Matthew Taylor came just a second away from having a brand new convert to his system.
Matthew Taylor now wrenching in the side headlock, but the defiant no of Jimmy Shane, saying no, he will not give up. No, he will not bend the knee to Matthew Taylor. And his disillusion of what love and respect is.
Matthew Taylor willing to beat you into submission, saying that Shane should take his hand and walk with him into the promised land.
Oh, and just smashing that hand right into the mat. And going for the foot now. The way that he just is picking apart at Jimmy Shane, every limb. And you can see the anguish in Jimmy Shane's face as Matthew Taylor steps on that ankle.
If you believe that Matthew Taylor has the interest of anyone other than Matthew Taylor at heart, I got a timeshare on Jupiter to sell you.
And now just choking him. Referee having to get in between this and try to, focus Matthew Taylor out of these devices.
Has totally upended the game of Jimmy Shane, has Matthew Taylor. Usually Jimmy Shane all about wiggling hips and picking up chicks. But unfortunately, so far, Matthew Taylor has not allowed any kind of rocking and rolling by Jimmy Shane. And now having that, that tool pulled out of his hand.
And now Jimmy Shane trying to fight back. I think Matthew Taylor taking a little too long and being a little too outerly focused with these devices. He's allowing Jimmy Shane time to recover. And now Jimmy Shane with a hold of Matthew Taylor.
We know Jimmy Shane, a huge fan of the Backstreet Boys. He said to me he is going to show Matthew Taylor the meaning of being lonely because Matthew Taylor is not going to go home with a new convert tonight.
Oh, Jimmy Shane able to get the knees up, create some separation, and a big clubbering shot right to the top of Matthew Taylor's head.
It's a different band, but the same genre. Jimmy Shane wants to make Matthew Taylor go bye, bye, bye. Only two.
Matthew Taylor, his career in VCW is almost over in that moment, but Jimmy Shane cannot get unfocused. He has to stay on top of Matthew Taylor.
Can't afford to get distracted. So much on the line for both of these men. This rivalry has defined the last year of their lives. This could be the final chance they have to lay hands upon each other with great and furious violence. Jimmy Shane
hits the Uranagi hook of the leg cover. This could be it.
Went for the most convenient pinfall, but in doing so, by hooking the near leg, was unable to get pressure over the full body of Matthew Taylor that may unfortunately have cost Jimmy Shane.
That's such a good point, Jason. Sometimes when you're so focused, and particularly in this case where there's so much animosity that Jimmy Shane has built, and you don't think of things like that.
The cover, it's so simple, but it's always a matter of a choice. It's time versus pressure. If you're not in the ideal situation, do you try and get full body coverage, or do you just get where you need to go? Matthew Taylor spiked Jimmy Shane in the back of the head.
No! Only two! Jimmy Shane just able to get the shoulder up.
Matthew Taylor questioning his God himself in this moment as we see that coat coming off, needing to get a little bit of breathing room, trying to get some focus, trying to look for some guidance.
Telling the audience that, he was pacing. He's losing control here. Could he be losing control
of his... He demands obedience from his followers. He's so used to his alleged cult-like group. following his every move, his every word. He's not used to code red by Jimmy Shane.
Jimmy Shane, flipping pile driver. Can he get the cover? Can he send Matthew Taylor out of VCW?
Matthew Taylor at the last moment gets the foot on the ropes. I thought for sure we were rid of the blight that was the Church of the Guiding Light.
That was so close. If Jimmy Shane just had a little better understanding of where he was positioned in the ring, that could have been the difference maker.
Jimmy Shane fighting for his life. I cannot imagine what someone like Jimmy Shane would do, forced to be under the thumb of Matthew Taylor in that puritanical system, unable to express his love and individuality.
Oh! Jimmy Shane tried to get a waistlock there, and I think Taylor... Oh! He pulled off the turnbuckle pad!
Jimmy Shane's head hit the steel!
Not like this!
Matthew Taylor just beat Jimmy Shane. He owns the man's soul.
Oh my God! Matthew Taylor, I mean, the focus on that turnbuckle, you know, we thought was short-sighted at the time, but it really came to fruition. I think Taylor had the plan all along. And now Jimmy Shane forced into the Church of the Guiding Light.
It's a double tragedy. Not only is Matthew Taylor sticking around VCW for the foreseeable future and maybe the long haul, but everything that made Jimmy Shane who he is, everything that defines Jimmy Shane is about to be taken away from him in an instant. His sense of self, his sense of purpose, his sense of love and acceptance. He is now bonded body and soul to Matthew Taylor.
Look at, you heard what Matthew Taylor said, I own you. And Jimmy Shane, I mean, obviously distraught, but...
As close to servitude as is still allowed, the career of Jimmy Shane is now owned by Matthew Taylor.
I mean, what a sad place that Jimmy Shane is in now, because
you can force someone to follow what you tell them, but you cannot force faith on a man. And Jimmy Shane, no time to even process what he's lost. All Matthew Taylor believes in is shame. The infliction of shame as a weapon, and now he finds himself in the loving embrace of Matthew Taylor.
I mean, this is just sick, Jason.
It's a sad and dark day here in McMecken, West Virginia. He calls himself the Church of the Guiding Light, but as far as I can see, all that Matthew Taylor does is block out the sun and the goodness in other people.
Matthew Taylor's got his disciple. He's got what he wants. He's got Jimmy Shane's soul, as you said.
Matthew Taylor has his hooks in Jimmy Shane. VCW is not going to be the same. Dark days are ahead here in McMecken, West Virginia.
I mean, if we thought Matthew Taylor was bad before, if we thought his reign of terror was bad before, I can't imagine.
Matthew Taylor just won an incredible asset in his war against decency and free thought. And I hate to imagine what is about to happen to Jimmy Shane behind that curtain. I have no idea what kind of initiation he is about to endure. Jimmy Shane apologized.
Yeah. They all got something to say. Better get out of my way. We do it all in a day. Tell them that we're not the same. Go for the takedown. Levels to this not the same now. Taking them out, better stay down. Been giving them balls like a playground. Oh yeah, and you're gonna know my name. I've been an animal. I see the fear in your eyes. Move like a cannibal. Yeah, I'm ready to rise. Hard like I'm flammable. I got the fire inside. Run like an animal. I'm ready to rise. In front of you.
Gerard Garrett, a true blue chip athlete, absolutely no flaws in his game. He is well-rounded. He is well-versed in every aspect of professional wrestling.
In every aspect of sport. When you're as successful as Gerard Garrett at so many different sports, you take on wrestling because it's the next challenge for you to conquer, just like he's conquered every other challenge ever put in front of him in his life.
Escaped out of that side headlock with the waist lock. Now it's Tad Jarvis looking for a way to escape. Standing switch. And immediately Gerard Garrett goes into defensive mode. That's wise wrestling.
You don't see a lot of competitors with the combination of size, athleticism, and affluence like you see with Gerard Garrett. I mean, it's a total package.
Garrett is a really cerebral athlete, He is a thinking man's wrestler. He's not going to make any mistakes. He's going to be very methodical and very precise inside those ring ropes.
But when it comes to Tad Jarvis's heart, he's the fighting man's wrestler. And he's going to give everything he's got to try to come up with a win. We've seen him go 2-on-1 against two other competitors with no partner. We've seen him withstand so many difficult odds. This is just another challenge in the way for Tad Jarvis to rise to the occasion.
There we're seeing Garrett use his size there, puts Jarvis down to the canvas, and that may be the one chink in the armor, the arrogance of Gerard Garrett. Up and over he goes. Leapfrog from Tad. Big takeover with the hip lock. Deep arm drag to follow up. And Tad Jarvis stringing the offense together, sending Gerard Garrett to the floor.
Taking a timeout, smart move for Gerard Garrett.
Absolutely wise wrestling to break the momentum. But this may be a mistake. It's not about Instagram Live, Facebook Live.
Maybe not for you, but you're not a social media icon.
Well, you should be worried about the damn match.
7.2 trillion followers on social media. And that's what they pay to see. You pay for social media, right?
No. That's a strike.
I got to get my credit card number. This is unbelievable, though, what we're seeing from Tad Jarvis here. Taking out all members of the great success. Wait, here comes Norris.
Now, wait a minute. This is right in front of the official. Brian McGowan should assert some authority here. Get Johnny Norris the hell out of here.
Are you going to assert authority against someone like Norris?
I have to keep authority over you, pal.
Oh, well, that's a fair point.
Now, Gerard Garrett here going to exploit the advantage one way or another, by hook or by crook. Ethics are not a strong suit of the great success. In fact, Gerard Garrett has the ethics of one Bernie Madoff, if you remember that name.
I do, actually. Tad Jarvis is in a bad way here. Garrett almost ripped that shoulder right out of socket around that steel post.
That's what I'm talking about when I tell you he's a thinking man's wrestler, using the ring as a tag team partner, using the ring as a weapon.
You know, the greatest wrestlers use the environment, not just themselves, not just their bodies, but the tools they have around them.
And Tad trying to follow up here.
Ooh,
man,
wow.
He got cut off.
Right in the kitchen sink.
Just buried him to the breadbasket that time. Driving all the air out of Jarvis. I'm going to follow up here. Beautiful gut wrench side salto suplex. That's that technical side Garrett we were talking about, forcing Jarvis to expend the energy to get that shoulder up.
Tad Jarvis, such a hard competitor to keep down, to keep the shoulders planted on the mat. Not the biggest, not the quickest, but certainly one of the toughest competitors in this company and in Pittsburgh for that matter. And Gerard Garrett, the kitchen sinks, the suplexes, butterflies, belly to bellies, whatever you have to do, you have to give that much more. You have to put that much more on it because you can see here.
Shoulders down here.
Tad Jarvis, so difficult to keep grounded.
And again here, Jarvis going to try to get that quick pinfall. And for the first time in this contest, we're seeing Gerard Garrett thrown off just a little bit, but will it be enough?
But see, all these pinfalls and maneuvers aren't going to get the job done if you don't catch them, because Gerard Garrett sustained essentially no damage from that exchange and now is right back on top. Rolls and pins are great if you can get something locked in for the 3 count. Otherwise, you're just out there looking fancy, scoring some points with the judges, but overall, you're not dealing any damage. And Gerard Garrett, still, the health meter, you got to think is in great shape compared to Tad Jarvis right now.
Very wisely done. Is Gerard Garrett going to focus on the arm, following up from that ring post shot from earlier in this contest? And And, of course, Gerard Garrett very proud of himself. He's not shy about patting himself on the back.
Don't blame him. If I was a successful, big and handsome, look at this. Speaking of big and handsome, Johnny Norris, wow. Just strangling Tad Jarvis. Look at the height advantage he had. That much of a height advantage on a strangling maneuver like that. I mean, it creates that much more to that kind of strangling damage. Wow.
Gerard Garrett was grinning like a Cheshire cat, but he was a little overconfident. Going to pay for it here. We're going to see if Jarvis can really muster some momentum here off the ropes, but he got cut off. That is some ring generalship right there.
What a lariat. Taking his time. He knows it's over here. Lackadaisical cover, but no, it's Tad Jarvis. You got to put more into it than that with Tad.
If you're not going to hook the leg, you're not going to be successful here in Ryse. That's what it comes down to. I don't care how good you are. But we know that's the arrogance of Gerard Garrett. No surprise there.
Slow, methodical, swinging neck breaker. Letting Tad think about it.
Man, we are getting closer and closer.
I thought it was over there.
The lights may be fading on Tad Jarvis. You have to think it's a big night for the Great Success. Later this evening, the Great Alexander going to take on AEW star Brian Pillman Jr., a featured contest on this card. So the Great Success looking to clean up here as we kick off the new year.
Big enziguri.
Right on the chin. Gerard Garrett's going to be checking his teeth after that one.
This is where Tad is able to pick up the momentum. The crowd gets behind him. He feeds off of that energy more than most competitors in this company. He feeds off that energy. And he's going to try to turn this momentum around here.
Both men back up to their feet here. Who's going to capitalize? Jarvis got overzealous and paid for it.
Gerard Garrett taking his time. Smart. Wait, no, here we go.
And there's the momentum of Jarvis.
And this is where you don't want to be if you're Gerard Garrett. Knee to the throat. Big backdrop, wow.
And you can see Tad fighting through the pain, fighting through the adversity. That is a sign of a true competitor right there.
Too much distance. You let Gerard Garrett create too much distance. You got to start that run a little earlier before the head comes around, or you're going to get caught.
Jarvis counters here.
Wow, what a spear.
He cut him in half center ring, and that could be all. Could be all.
Wait, what's happening? Oh, you got to be kidding me.
And Brian McGowan, again, needs to assert some authority here. And
He's
what
trying.
did Johnny Norris just pass to Gerard Garrett?
He's trying. There's just too much.
What does Gerard Garrett have in his hand?
Oh, that's Tad's phone. Oh, saved the phone. Wait, no!
Miscue from the Great Success.
Going for the driver, can't get it, but it's a roll through.
Shoulders down.
He got him!
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match has the result of a pinfall. The social media icon, Tad Jarvis.
It was 3-on-1. Jarvis overcame the odds, but not for long, because now he is going to get mugged in the center of the ring.
He went for that wheelbarrow buster, but the shoulder gave out. Still smart, turning it into a roll-up. And if I'm Gerard Garrett, I am furious, because I believe, if I check my notes here, that is the first singles loss for Gerard Garrett here in Ryse Wrestling. And to lose with a roll-up like that, got to be frustrating. But this is uncalled for.
Oh, look out, man. That mercenary Johnny Norris.
Goozle, here we go.
Earned his paycheck here. The man that works for the money, the remorseless mercenary Johnny Norris, just planted Jarvis into the canvas. What should have been a milestone victory has been spoiled courtesy of the Great Success.
Hi, it's your favorite reporter, Laura Lovelace, hijacking the Ryse Media team. I'm here with big loser Ben, who historically has messed up on quite an occasion, and finally it looks like he messed up for the final time. Well, Ben, how are you feeling about this humiliating, debilitating loss?
Well, Oh, that tastes bad. I guess everything I've done to people over the last 23 years, some people would say I deserve that. Some people would say a long time coming. And the worst part is I didn't even see it, not even from a mile away. So I guess the only thing to say to you, to the Ryse locker room, the Ryse fans, and especially the runway is goodbye.
Oh my. No, really? Goodbye?
Yeah. No ulterior motive, no other plan or anything like that. Just goodbye.
Wow. Well, those are some solemn words from your big loser, Ben. But Ben, I have to ask, where did they hit you exactly? I'm sorry, where? Can you be more accurate, a little more detailed? Right there! That's for making me lose my match, and I should have sent your head through that chair twice. That's for my boys in the runway. And back to you.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
And the bell is rung. Mark Charles III, your referee, and here we go. Oh, look at this. Two of the meatiest men. Rumham and Iron Mike Bonner nose to nose. Oh, and look at that. Just think, this is what gets JJ Rumham in a lot of trouble. Oh, big push by Iron Mike Bonner. Do you really want to get in a shoving match with this? Oh, here we go. These two back and forth. Kavod and Murphy playing it smart here. And never mind.
No, that's very smart. You were right the first time. If these two guys, Mike Bonner rather, and JJ Rumham aren't paying attention to the other two opponents in the ring, why would they turn the doors? Big chop
and
over
our
there.
first plate of chops served here tonight at WWE3. And right now, Rumham just going to town on Kavod, and then corner Bonner just taking it to Murphy. Oh, wait, and oh, another chop. And, oh,
big
and
chop
Kavod,
right there.
What a receipt. My goodness. And now Kavod, wait, what's going on here? A little bit of discussion.
Well, it looks like Bonner took out...
Wait, Kavod made a deal with, well, as I like to say, the Jersey Devil, Rumham. And now, off the ropes they go. Oh, he broke double clothesline, but no, Bonner takes them both out. My goodness, Iron Mike Bonner in control. Oh, has him over the head. My goodness, Murphy's dead. That's all I got to say there. Up and over now. Iron Mike Bonner suplexes for everybody. Just a buffet of violence. And oh, this is that close line Rumham. And now German and a beauty. Iron Mike Bonner trying to make a statement here tonight. Man, is he ever.
Yeah, Iron Mike Bonner is now snapping up. But look at that.
Double team action by Murphy.
And that's, you cannot turn your back on your other two opponents with a single.
Oh my goodness, that was right in the back end of the chest. What a vicious kick that was. And now Kavod throwing Murphy out of the ring. All that's left Kavod and Rumham. What is with Rumham?
He's talking a mad game right now. Big slap.
I can put these guys just exchanging punches left and right. And now Kavod, a barrage of them. Look at Kavod's chest already. Red as the sea itself. Off the ropes. Rumham has him. Spine buster, double A style. Oh my goodness, Rumham just fired up tonight, man. Wait, what?
That's Tad Jarvis.
And that's that damn chair. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes Tad Jarvis going after JJ Rumham. I do not blame him.
Wow.
JJ Rumham getting the hell out of Dodge. He's running, it's all the way back to Erie, Pennsylvania. Oh, wait a minute. Has him rolls him up. No, Kavod. A little bit of they had a team report, but it's every man for himself.
Forget the team ship right now. You gotta beat someone.
I don't think that they noticed what is looking at them. It's probably the biggest man in the ring right now. Iron Mike Bonner, oh, missing that
nice sneak attack.
Kicks him out at the knees. They've been attacking the legs of Iron Mike Bonner. Very smart by these guys. Oh, super kick by Murphy and taking out Kavod. One thing about the sleeper, don't sleep on him, has it. Dark Wizard! That could be it right here. 1, 2, and no, Kavod makes
Just
the
a break,
save.
and he had to go around Mark Charles III to get that break up. He had to travel a long distance.
Oh, kick to the midsection.
No, that was a kick to the, you know.
Suplex Fisherman, 1, 2, no, and Murphy kicks out.
It seems like a perfect time to remind you of the Fatal 4 where there are no disqualifications. So Kavod was allowed to just blast the sleeper right in the manhood.
Yes, he did. And speaking of manhood, and the Brotherhood getting it in the chest. My goodness. Iron Mike Bonner now, a little bit winded on that one. That could be it right here. 1, 2, no. Only a 2 count, says Mark Charles III.
A little slow on the pin, and as one of our legends of Pittsburgh wrestling will say, you have to hook the inside leg.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Paul Atlas, we love you. Big right hand. And now, choking him.
Look at that
Kavod.
extension. Look at the extension.
Just the guy's flexibility, his strength. I mean, Kavod is an all-around.
But wait a minute, Sleeper's coming from behind.
Grabs him. Kavod, get chest chop by Sleeper Don Murphy. Now Don Murphy taking advantage of a weakened Bonner. They better keep the man from the Hood District down here. And right now, chop. And now Kavod, just a barrage of kicks right there, just stomping away. Oh my goodness. And now the Hill District native in trouble. And a sleeper putting Kavod bye-bye, night-night. And now taking advantage, the former Anarchy champion against the former tag team champion.
And I know, and then see, this is where they...
What? Did he just yell it?
Okay,
Did they just make a deal not to... Okay, now, I
yeah,
guess
okay.
their team
this
is
makes
reformed.
sense. You eliminate the big guy. Rumham is, I guess, still running.
That was a bigger reunion than Motley Crue. My goodness. And now these two, again...
Weird reference.
Hey, Motley Crue broke up. What can I say? Everybody together.
like
It was for the money.
1970.
Oh, stop it. Not that old. And now Kavod has the sleeper, sends him in there. Double knee. And now takes out Bonner. Here comes Kavod. Missile drop kick, and that corner has no give to it.
No, and he took a long way, the same long way he took to get that, break up that 2 count.
Strikes him out 1, 2, and didn't hook the leg again. But hey, the sleeper pulling Kavod right off.
Again, this is one fall to a finish. There's no eliminations here, so this is where these unities and these alliances break up.
I mean, you're going to have it back and forth in these matches, but right now, double suplex by these two. And,
Beautiful
my
snap.
goodness, just snapped him right over. Has him 1, 2, and Kavod breaking up the
Just
pin.
a 1 count right there because, again, Kavod and the sleeper, they're starting to realize there's only 1 fall here. They cannot agree.
Big leg drop by Kavod. Has him 1, 2, and no. Big sleeper
right.
decked him. Sleeper decked him on that one. And now Don Murphy and Kavod. What I could do better. What you could do, I could do better.
That's better.
No. Little up. Has him. Just threw him into a leg drop. My goodness. And these two.
I mean, it's good tag team wrestling if these guys were a tag team, but this is a fatal 4-way. At some point,
Kavod's an adaptable tag team wrestler. You know that through the Apex.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
And
it's not like it's not like Sleeper didn't start as a member of a tag team. So both these guys have tag team experience. The problem is this is a fatal 4-way. Mike Bonner is in no man's land, but at some point one of them is going to have to pin Mike Bonner, and neither of them are going to let it happen.
That was a big shot by the sleeper, and right now Kavod lining him up for something here. Here comes that aerial attack. Springboard right with that elbow.
Right to
here.
the heart.
1, 2. Grabbed the inside leg and kept him away from the ropes,
but it doesn't matter because Don Murphy is saying, I'm winning this match.
I mean, Don Murphy would love another shot at that Anarchy Championship. You know, I mean,
but at some point, this is going to have to break.
Some point, this is going to have to break, Doc. He did change his name to Main Event Murphy, so we might be seeing him go for 2 PW
That's
gold.
a lot
if,
of name
if,
changes
if he
in
makes
a year. That's a lot of name changes.
And Don Murphy's, what can I say about the man? He's,
charismatic enigma.
Oh my goodness! He's put us a suplex into a backdrop. If you notice that one. And right now, picking him up. Kavod slamming Don Murphy right on top of Mike Bonner. Mike Bonner's just taking a beating.
1, 2.
And no, Kavod breaking up the count. They're going to have to come to... They're going to have to start fighting.
Honest to God, they're going to have to start fighting each other.
Yes. They're not going to come to no realization because whoever does is going to lose this match.
There's no agreement here. This is a 1 fall to a finish.
Wait. Stay out of my way, Kavod just told him. Oh, big right hand by Kavod. And Oh my goodness, and the Holy Trilogy was just completed with that low blow.
Well, that's
my
how
goodness.
That's how you break up an alliance. He just broke it up in spades.
My goodness.
What a ball buster.
Oh my goodness. These two had what a great tag team, but my God. And now, big back elbow, and Iron Mike Bonner trying to get some impact back, just some momentum, and he takes out Murphy. Here comes Kavod. Wait, no, double shoulder block. My goodness, and Iron Mike Bonner gaining back control of this fatal four-way, our first match in this Walter White tournament. Off the ropes, has it, picks him up, and spine buster.
Double A2, we have 2 and 1.
Hey, I'll take it. And right now, Murphy, kick to the midsection, has him, was going for that DDT, and no, just isn't enough. Bonner's strength, kicks him to the midsection,
Double underhook.
has him, and oh my goodness, I think he's dead. What just happened? Kavod taking out Bonner. Oh, wait a minute, going outside and catches him, fly body press. Did you just hear his body hit against this?
I heard the splat for sure.
Son of a gun. All right, now Kavod picks him up. Has Murphy where he wants him. Drops him. Oh!
Big GTS right there.
Oh, like a shotgun went off. Kavod rolls him up. 1, 2, 3. Kavod's off to the next round. My God.
Hello friends, I'm your pal in the mainstream media. And I'm the Riz. And you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling, am I right?
That is correct. Yes. And you know where we can find that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
That's right.
Pittsburgh through Cleveland, up and down. And that armband, that C, that biohazard C, runs real deep, and we're
here
throwing.
We go, and this match has started. Gory, and I guess Remy LaVey going against Doe and Lords. Is this an impromptu match or what?
Well, cross it off the bucket list. I never expected to see Remy LaVey in RWA, but here we are.
Yeah, switching partners, switching opponents. These guys are just taking it to Doe and Lords, and oh boy, here we go. Do-si-do, where they stop, nobody knows. Big drop kick. How's your face? Shirley Doe and Troy Lords. And right now, Gory beating up his former teacher, and here comes Lords. Oh, big right hand by Gory. And now the New Age Plague, the Culmination running rampant. They're good at this, and oh, look at this. That's using him like a battering ram, you could say, and right now, they got him. Wraps up his arms. Big double back elbow. Throws him over. Shirley Doe doesn't know to piss himself or wipe his watch. Good Lord, double super kick to his head.
Jeez, man. But it is exciting to see Remy LaVey. I feel like this is the last place Remy LaVey has. We've wanted to see Remy. Minor Racer. Ooh.
Oh, I mean, Doe getting the hell out of the way, and oh, big super kick. Gory still on that apron where he's most dangerous. Oh, wait a minute now. Doe grabs him.
Well, Doe taught him that.
Doe taught him a lot of things, but the one thing about Shirley Doe, and I'll say it now, when you're a teacher, you don't teach your student everything.
No, and that's 100% true here as Troy just kicks. Or what is Troy thinking? Big headbutt by Shirley right there. And now throwing Gory in. Gory is the legal man. Troy also, legal men. And now we are in a tag team match.
Finally, some justice has been, some order's been restored. Poor George Ross got caught in the middle of that. Thank God I got out of there on a good. That was scary, Tony. I did not do this. I did not plan it. And oh my goodness. Oh my God! Now just stretching the arms, and look, Doe has one arm. They are literally.
Might as well be crucified here.
I mean, did you see his shoulder was against the hardest
part
of the turnbuckle there, right there?
Oh, it was absolute joint manipulation.
Oh my goodness, big chop by Lords.
That stuff only the sadist will know. Troy Lords and Shirley Doe are the only people in this building who probably know how to do the stuff that they're doing. As now, Shirley is choking. I'll admit it, he's choking Gory. This is torture.
This is a fight. This isn't even a tag team match. This is an all-out fight.
This is a snuff thing. This is what Shirley Doe and Troy Lords are doing. They are making sure IndyWrestling.us records their own snuffing.
I'm not going to lie. I wish I had Shirley Doe's horror movie collection. Man's a god when it comes to that. But now, sends him into the ropes. Up and over, Gory comes. And, leg lariat. And beautifully executed by Lords. And here we go. Has him 1, 2, and no. Only a 2 count, says ChurchRyse. And Remy LaVey just waiting on the outside to get tagged here. Did you hear the crowd pop when this man walked in? Everybody's been wanting to see the Culmination in RWA. Well, now you have it, Wes Newton.
And we've seen the individual pieces of the Culmination. Of course, Philip Archer has wrestled here. Gory, of course, but never the Mind Eraser. Now, cross that off. Put that on your bingo card. Man, the last 2 weeks, I've filled up my bingo card pretty quickly in Pittsburgh wrestling.
Yes, you have. I mean, doing phenomenal interviews, sir. I give you all the credit in the world. But right now, if anybody's deserving credit, it is Doe and Lords keeping Gory away from his tag team partner.
No, they have him right now in the death corner, and that is where Shirley Doe and Troy Lords eat. Right there in that situation, Gory, of course, taught by Shirley Doe. But like you pointed out earlier, a teacher doesn't give his students all the information. Just a couple chapters.
Did you see that? Dude just spit it.
The Mind Eraser needs to be aware of this. Of course, Shirley Doe spit on him to try to get a distraction going. Big kick right there. Lords just nailing Gory in the face.
The referee's back was turned, and now there wasn't even a tag there. And now just working that shoulder, that injured shoulder, which we saw earlier in the corner there. And senton right on the arm. That could break. That could snap it right in half.
Might be snapped in half already, but the manipulation continues, and this is what Troy Lords does. He has sort of a Rings of Saturn
modification.
Thank you.
There you
wow,
go.
Good Lord.
Good. Hey, welcome to 2023. It's all good. We're allowed to
a modified Rings of Saturn right there to stretch out the abdomen and the shoulders, separate them from body.
The Mind Eraser going nuts on the outside. He wants in there, and now Troy Lords is just going to town with the New Age play Gory here. My goodness, one hell of a match so far here tonight. 14 years, Tony. 14 years RWA has been on the map, and it's because of these two men in the ring right now. You know, Troy Lords was here in the beginning and then took some time off, but Gory has been here the full 14 years. Off the ropes he goes, has him, swings him around. Hurricanrana and a beauty. Can he get the tag?
He needs to get to the corner because Troy is already there.
I mean, Gory kind of helped him to his own corner. Gory now could barely stand.
Nope, Troy recovered too fast.
Oh my goodness, did you see that?
Too fast.
Elbow to the back of the head and now takes out LaVey. Smart move by Lords.
That's that veteranship.
I mean, you got a lot of veteranship in there. I mean, Doe and Lords have ran rampant all over the Pittsburgh independent scene, and right here's the proof, especially when you can contain the New Age play Gory like they're doing right now.
I mean, to tear the Culmination apart, it's not the #1 contendership that they feel like they should have won last month, but it's pretty damn close.
I mean, my God.
They gave Gory an out. Let's be real. They gave Gory an out here.
They were trying to bully him into joining their faction, which
bullying.
He's fighting both of them. 2-for-1 deal right now. Oh my goodness.
I don't know if Shirley taught him that one.
And right now, going to the top rope, where he's most dangerous, has him, swings him around, DDT, takes them both out. Doe tried to block it, but it just wasn't enough. Gory was able to drive them both to the canvas. Can Gory make the tag? That is the question.
I mean, I don't know how Shirley has recovered from the chair shots, the dozen chair shots he ate last month. Obviously, trying to block it, not successful. Troy ate that flush, though, and both men are down.
And right now, Gory.
That's the life of a pro wrestler. You don't have time to recover.
Oh, wait, he got the leg.
Gory can get to the fresh man. He's only inches away.
He has to make a dive. He has to do something here. And he pushes Lords off of him. Can he do it? Tag's made. Here comes LaVey. The Mind Eraser is in RWA. And right now, he is just running rampant on Doe and Lords. Oh, it's a Gory. What agility this man has. And right now, LaVey throws Lords into Doe. Smart maneuver. Has him up. And just, backbreaker. My goodness. And right now, that hurt.
This is Remy. Remy is always thinking 5 steps ahead of everyone else in the building.
And bulldogs him onto his own partner.
That's Remy. Mind Eraser.
My goodness. Troy Lords wishing he wore a cup after that.
Good Lord. Never mind.
We're not going to get into this, but right now, LaVey has that right loaded up. Can he do it? Oh,
discus.
Forearm. Discus forearm, pardon me. 1, 2, No! Only a 2 count. My God, that was so close. I mean, the Mind Eraser had it.
Mind Eraser had it. Remy LaVey is there, but he has control of this. Shirley Doe still lost on that
if anybody's lost right now, it's Gory. He's not on the outside and has him up. I thought we were going for
Gory
fire.
Took a heck of a beating.
Oh, I don't know if he saw the tag. He didn't see the tag. Doe with the blind tag.
ChurchRyse being a little bit lenient.
Yeah, double arm DDT. What do you tell these guys?
No, that's a fair point.
Big clothesline by Doe.
Shirley Doe is the legal man. I must add to the fans at home. ChurchRyse recognized the tag.
Yeah, and also another thing too, Gory's finally to his feet on the outside, but he has to get to that corner to help his partner out. And right now, Doe and Lords are taking advantage of a weakened Mind Eraser Remy LaVey. Here we go. Has him, locks in his arms. He has it all locked in sealed, but I don't think he sees him. Doe does not see him. Has him. Oh, wait, and now he's biting him. Gory on the back of Doe, biting his teacher. And the Mind Eraser Remy LaVey taking out Lords. Here he has him up. Sling blade. And oh boy, Gory going to the ropes. Can he do it here? To the top. Delivers. Swanton bomb. And Doe doing the smart thing and rolling out of the ring.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing Shirley Doe can do is get out of dodge. He knew he was in trouble. But look, Troy Lords with a chair.
Yeah, that is a chair. But wait, ChurchRyse sees it. If he does it, this match is over. Fighting over the chair.
This ain't that. Oh, whoa, get the heck.
He just swung at the ref. What a lunatic. The bell's ringing.
He's calling for it.
You don't swing a chair at the ref.
Troy Lords is going to do whatever the hell he wants.
I know that. You know that. But oh, no, wait. And the culmination. The only ones left is Lords. Oh, boy, wait. They're signaling for something here. Oh, no. Tony, we've seen this in the past. We've seen this in Worthington. I've seen this in Altoona. We've seen it everywhere. Here we go. Oh, super kick with the chair. That's the added bonus. And the culmination is going to be victorious here, all because Troy Lords losing his temper.
Well, that's not the first time that has ever happened. Troy Lords' opponent winning a match because Troy Lords lost his mind. Troy Lords has been living without a mind for years.